I was a student at St. Ursula in Toledo, Ohio, and Sienna came to St. Ursula to talk to us about their education program. And I was really excited because I knew I wanted to go into education. So I went home and told my dad, hey, I want to check out this college, Sienna Heights College. It's in Adrian, Michigan. And he goes, well, Adrian, that's where your grandma went to school. She went to St. Joseph's Academy up there. And so come to find out that St. Joseph's Academy was in fact Sienna Heights. We did a little bit more research and found out that Sister Mary Philip Ryan was still here. She was a really good friend of my grandma's, and so we came up and toured the campus with her. My dad inquired about becoming a nun, and that was not my path. I'm the only one of 4 children who went to college, and my grandma always was the driving force behind that, telling me, you'll go to college, you'll go to college. And they had left money for me to go to college. Well, when I got to college, the money was gone, and there was no way to pay the tuition bill. So my dad called me and said, you have to come home. We don't have the money for the bill. So to say goodbye to Sister Mary Phil, I took her some photos of our family of grandma in front of the college. And I said, I have to leave, but I'm going to get my degree. I'll take one class at a time. I'll do what I have to do, but I am going to get my degree. And she said, where are you going, dear? I said, well, I have to go home. My dad doesn't have the money for the tuition. And she said, I paid it this morning. Yeah. So I was blessed. And for 4 years, they paid. And I would have never graduated. When you're given such a huge gift, I think it's important that you give back. And they paid it forward with me, and I continue to pay it forward in Las Vegas. I was really lucky to get assigned to Bracken Elementary School, which was the lowest performing school in the district. SWAT used to practice there. It was, they call it Walter Broken at maintenance as a joke. And substitutes wouldn't go there because of the gunfire in the neighborhood. And I was lucky enough to have it become a magnet school with some funding, federal funding. We became the first STEAM academy in Las Vegas, and we climbed all the way to being the #1 school in our county. We were a National Blue Ribbon School of Excellence. I won the Terrell Bell Award for Excellence in Leadership and Magnet Schools of America Principal of the Year. And I was taking an Executive Leadership Academy class with Rick Hess, who wrote Cage Busting Leadership, and it's a great book. He was our teacher. And he said, okay, Katie, good job. You fixed one school, but you're in the 5th largest district in the nation, so what difference does that make to the system? You should go up. You should be a leader, be a superintendent. I said, no, not leaving Bracken. I worked there for all this time. No, but give me another, and I'll flip it. And he said, that's interesting. How would you do that? I said, I would leverage my team from Bracken. They would be the model, and they'll help that other school. We'll treat it like one school in 2 buildings. So in 1 year, we flipped Walter Long, and it's amazing. It's a different school, different climate. And I mean, literally we flipped it. Just like you think of a house, that school had a chute that the children had to go down in the morning. You dropped your children off. It was like what you would put cattle down. And the parents weren't allowed on campus. And you'd send your kid down this chute. I walked down it and I cried. I said, no, that's ridiculous. I would not let my 1st grader go down a chain metal link. It looked like crossing the border into Tijuana. No, shut that and open the front door. They can come in the front and let the parents come. They can join us. We're gonna have opening ceremony out there. Let's bring them in. They can see what we're doing. And there was a little pushback there, but not for long. And we ripped down the burlap sack wallpaper. Whoever thought that was a good idea, it wasn't. And we painted every wall a different color. We brightened it up. We brought in Caesars. I built 30 raised bed gardens immediately out in the back field. Every class has a garden bed that they maintain and take care of and grow vegetables. We built the yellow brick road at the front of the school along with Lego brick garden beds. We turn them into giant Lego bricks. So it looks like Disneyland when you pull up. The kids want to be at school now. They take field trips. They participate in financial literacy lessons. We have an on-site bank where they deposit money every week. We work with tons of community partners and bring them in and ask for help specifically that will leverage better achievement for our kids. I also took on Hollingsworth. Hollingsworth is on Fremont Street, lowest school in the district. Homeless population, very high, probably about 50% transiency rate, high Hispanic, and I love it. And we ripped down the white wallpaper there white wallpaper. And we're painting all the walls. We've had community partners there every week, painting, decorating, and making it more conducive for learning. And we're getting the systems in place that they need. And I have this team now of 3 schools of staff that all work in concert together. So it really is one school in 3 buildings. It's pretty cool.